Birthday is the 50th week of 2004.
We've got a great show coming up. It's called Princess and the Pie War, and it's a prequel to King George and the Ducky.
Princess and the Pie War started off as us wanting to retell the story of Ruth.
It's a funny, funny show, and we've got a new character. She's a princess, and her name's Petunia. She's a rhubarb. I think you'll love her. Bob and Larry, of course, introduced the show on the countertop, and they've gotten a letter from a little girl who has a new baby brother, and that starts the whole thing rolling. The message is all about loving your family and putting other people first. Well, we wanted to do a story that has a lot of adventure, but yet has a lot of some princess stuff in it too. It's a fairy tale setting. We've got castles, we've got knights, we've got a big jousting tournament at the end, we've got princess, we've got pie war, we've got beauty and jousting. What more could you want?
Tim Hodge came up with this concept of Larry singing the blues, and he actually wrote a song about it.
And Larry's just too happy. He's too happy to sing the blues, but he's got a helper. This guy's playing guitar, playing backup for him named Blind Lemon. And, you know, Blind Lemon's an old blues guy, and he tries to coach Larry, trying to make him feel real sad to bring out that inner turmoil of blues.
He likes the idea that he's, you know, singing this musical style, but he really doesn't have the life to back it up.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna lay down some blues. All sunshine and roses, no rain came my way. I said, all sunshine and roses, no rain came my way. My dad bought me ice cream. Oh, happy, 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 happy day.
Singing when you feel sad.
But I don't feel sad.
And you got no business singing the blues, man. Here, let me help you out.
Coupled with this, we are retelling the story of Miriam and Moses, when Moses was born and Miriam was assigned to taking care of him.
And so this story is really a charming story about how a sister, Miriam, handles the new addition to the house.
As with any family, there's always a lot of sibling rivalry, some tension between the new baby and the older kids. Putting the people you love in front of yourself is such an important message, and it's going to be a real funny one too.
From the studios of Big Idea, hit it! All the great music.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one for me.
All the silly lyrics.
It's what chewing on bamboo, it's what chewing on bamboo. It's boy and taboo, that's boy and taboo. Taboo is rowing and crying.
All in one fantastic collection.
Check it out, check it out.
The complete Silly Song Collection.
Oh, the kids are gonna love that.
3 best-selling Veggietales sing-along DVDs, plus a special jukebox DVD that plays over 90 minutes of your personal favorite songs in the order you choose, right on your TV.
Classics like Everybody's Got a Water Bowl.
Oh, who could forget? DVDs with hours of great music and bonus features your whole family will love.
Let the silliness begin!
The complete Silly Song Collection, available this holiday season. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the writer who brought you King George and the Ducky comes A Snoodle's Tale.
Welcome to Snoodleburg, home of the Snoodles. A curious folk who eat pancakes with noodles and spend half their days making sketches and doodles and cutting their hair into shapes like French poodles.
From the producers of Lyle the Kindly Viking comes the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Isn't that story a little scary?
Well, sure, if you tell it that way. But if you change things around a little bit, it becomes the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Sly.
And from the creators of classic hits like the Hairbrush song comes the SUV song. They're all part of the latest Veggietales release. A Snoodle's Tale and Other Stories. Now on DVD and VHS. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. From the studios of Big Idea. Stay tuned for more after our feature. Hi-ya!
Minnesota Cube goes on the search for Samson's hairbrush. He's got lots of adventures. He's got evil Professor Rattan chasing him, and the theme of this show is dealing with bullies. The Bible says you have to love your enemies. It's a hard thing to do.
In Minnesota Cube, of course, he's the hero of our story, but he's got an arch enemy. Rattan plays the part of bully, and Minnesota Cube has to figure out how to deal with the bully and not resort to being one himself. We just go everywhere in this show. It's just all over the place and a lot of fun.
I'm getting excited about working on Minnesota Cube. As I know it's going to be a big score, big elaborate sound for this big adventure.
Minnesota Cube is a tremendous adventure movie. It's just a fun, romping adventure movie where one thing happens after another. I think it's going to be a cool show.
Big Idea presents
The Ballad of Little Joe.
The good news is that this is a Western.
I know I need the dogs.
The bad news is that our hero runs into a string of bad luck.
This does not look good.
The good news is that he never gives up hope.
You did it, little Joe. Now we're ready for anything.
Bad things happen to good people, and a cucumber in a Stetson is going to show you why.
Crazy, huh?
Only Veggietales can tell the story of Joseph like this.
Yippee-ki-yay-ki-yay, today is a special day.
The Ballad of Little Joe, including a silly song featuring boys in the sing.
Baby needs to tell you something. I don't gotta pay, but then I know I need.
Available on video and DVD from the studios of Big Idea. Sunday morning values, Saturday morning fun. Veggietales always delivers a healthy serving of both.
It's showtime!
With toe-tapping music.
Stand up, stand up.
And infectious silliness.
You're a talking weed.
I'm a talking weed. You're a talking carrot. You're pointless.
The entire Veggietales library is fortified with fantastic values.
You're special just the way God made you.
More than 20 critically acclaimed videos are now available on VHS or on DVDs packed with great bonus features for the whole family.
Have I ever steered you wrong?
A shopaholic blueberry,
Your kingdom awaits.
an inventive grape,
Rocket power. That's the way it's gonna go.
a fearless asparagus,
I will fight the lion.
even a king with a thing for rubber duckies.
Now go and get that duck.
It's a cast of characters that has put smiles on millions of faces.
Hey, desperados, you better come to your senses.
And the timeless lessons of the Bible in millions of hearts.
I laugh, I cry, it moves me, Bob.
Check out the entire Veggie catalog at BigIdea.com to find the episodes you need to add to your collection.